Hello and welcome to Kaiserreich, a Hearts of Iron mod. We're playing at the Tsardom of Bulgaria and we're gonna try to survive the so-called Belgrade Pact, which will be formed by the Terminator. Anyway. So, the Kaiserreich team proudly presents Kaiserreich Alpha version something spooky scary skeletons for Hearts of Iron 4. Okay, yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. This is the president in the International News Tribune speaking. Kaiserreich is a more deeply entrenched into lore and storytelling, conveyed through the events, national focuses and other means. However, as a player you might not even realize this because most of the happenings in the foreign countries are unknown to your eyes. Therefore, we have created a system of news. Events that tell you about the major events that happened recently in other countries. They contain tidbits of lore to help you understand the meaning and reasons for events of the world. And they are also pretty and stuff. Oh, okay, I get it. Pretty and stuff. That makes sense. However, you may be a game tester or have serious addiction, this being a 1000th game this week, or just player who doesn't want to. You know, I just want to know everything, just everything, okay? Not that difficult. So, what do we have? 18 divisions. Okay, we don't need so many horsemen. Everyone switch to this Pechotna Divizia, whatever. Right, so okay, that's the horse division, and this is the sharp division, I guess. Anyway, before we start, yes, we need them here, only there. Artillery, let's have a full complement of artillery. We have a lot of factories, don't we? Yeah, we're not gonna start with trucks. We actually do have manpower. A little manpower. Maybe we do need to start with trucks. Anyway, we need you here. You'll be on number 3, and no rush for you. Go like this. There. Anything special here? The Balkan hegemony. Let's go with some political power, please. Thank you very much. And okay, first of all, what doctrine should we choose? I'm thinking of superior firepower, but you know, maybe we should go with this one. Those are defensive doctrines, both of them. Defense 10%. Max entrenchment, entrenchment speed, planning. Yeah, I don't care about planning at all. Grand assault, breakthrough, 10%. Soft attack, 5%. Wall plant attack, nice. Leg infantry, organization. This one gives you manpower. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna go safe. Let's go with superior firepower. Let's teach every single person that walks on our land that we are not going to give it freely. Also, as this doctrine says, yeah, bullets are cheap. Our manpower is precious. Bullets are cheap, thank you. That's what I was looking for. Anyway, this one, of course this one. Should we go some military? I might actually go with planes quite quickly, or maybe construction, or even research power. Oh, I don't know. Let's get some new planes. Go on speed 5 and wait until stuff happens. Okay, the Tsardom of Bulgaria. Bulgaria won her independence from the Ottoman Empire in 1878 with the Treaty of San Stefano, but was even then cut down by the Berlin Congress, becoming the dividing force behind the Balkan League and carrying much of the burden in the First Balkan War. Bulgaria was once more betrayed and cut down by her former allies Greece and Serbia. It was only the Velt Creek that Ferdinand had chosen right and his vision finally seemed to be a reality. All was not truly perfect, however. Unrest in the newly conquered provinces, with Bulgarian minority, I guess. Provinces, subversive nationalist propaganda campaigns by the neighbors and the stagnant economy caused Bulgarians to falter and fail to make full use of their newfound power. Yeah, that's not true. Even despite German industrial assistance, Tsar Ferdinand abdicated earlier this decade, leaving the throne to his son, Tsar Boris III. Glory to Bulgaria and the Tsar! Right. Now, there is the fact that we actually can't get army experience without training the divisions. Okay, generals, we need... Of course, we'll kind of have Wukov here. This is a nice portrait for Wukov, isn't it? I mean, it's not what I would like to see. I mean, they do have a better portrait of him. Right here. See? Whatever. Anyway, should we start trading? It doesn't matter. We need divisions. We have 18. Let's make them 24. You, we don't need you anymore. 24 divisions. All on max speed. And we'll just drop them there. Half of you, I need you over there, on the Romanian border. Greece is no trouble at all. If they turn out to be stronger than they look? Yeah, they don't. The assassination of President Kerensky. Kerensky has just been shot and killed while on the way to Servanto. Okay, and this guy took over. Wargio. I guess there was a military dictatorship. The assassin was taken down by the police, but the goals of the intentions of the attacker are unknown. Despite this massive unpopularity amongst the Russian people due to the butchered land reform and ineffective rule, Kerensky was nevertheless able to hold the country together for years. And his death has thrown Russia into chaos. The senators have already discussed a possible replacement. To Kerensky, new coalitions are being formed both between the left and the right, while military men like Dankin, Wargel, and Kornilov are just one step away from intervening and dissolving the democracy and save Mother Russia. Russia eternal. I can't wait to see where this is going. It's going to a disaster, I can tell you that much. And our ideology has grown. We can't afford that right now, I'm afraid, so no. George V, the last king of Great Britain and Ireland to have ruled the Home Isles themselves, has passed a while in exile in Canada. The first Western king, his reign shall be remembered with its sorrow and sadness, as during its birth Britain lost both the Vale Creek and the homeland. The crown was inherited to Edward, Prince of Wales, who now styles himself as Edward VIII. King Edward is a vengeful and ambitious man, and not on good terms with Prime Minister Mackenzie King. Okay, he lives on the goal of avenging his father and reconquering the British Isles, and thus quite popular amongst Britain exiles in Canada, amongst others. Okay, so how does he look? Yeah, this guy seems like a person who will succeed. Oh, I love those portraits. They look amazing. Alrighty. That's not even scary, that's adorable. Okay, let's move on. Train the troops we need. How much experience to get everything we need? Let's see. We actually need to research reconnaissance. We need some artillery and one more infantry. 25. Ooh, my. Okay, let's just say this, and we'll still need 25. Damn it. Oh, man. Okay. I'll think about it. I think it's time we started trading with Germany. Black Monday, on the 3rd of February 1936, the Berlin stock market stopped sinking. It plunged. Fueled with instability of the market, panic selling erupted as soon as the stock market opened on Monday morning. It took well into the night for the telephones to stop sperming out the results of what became known as Black Monday. When the results had been analyzed, it was clear that the situation had only got worse. The shock of the unpredicted economic catastrophe will no doubt be left over the entire world. The German Golden Age has ended, for now at least. Main Goth. The Fifth Anglo-Afghani War and the election of Glorc in France. After the Valkyrie, as the British Raj collapsed into turmoil and warfare, the neighboring kingdom of Afghanistan took advantage of this as an opportunity to seize Peshawar and Quetta, borders, regions of Dalmatian. However, the Afghani government's attempts to modernize over the last decade have been met with fierce resistance from the conservative elements within the country. King Emmanuel Khan now hopes to use the turmoil in Delhi following the death of George V to his advantage by repatriating the success of the Fourth Anglo-Afghani War. The king hopes to silence the conservative opposition and bring new lands to the crown. However, international experts do not put many hopes on the tiny mountain nation winning the conflict, and thus Afghanistan goes to war. Election of Grilec in France. The Commune of France is the world's leading syndicalist nation, united as a federation of city communes directed by Comets des Sautes Publiques, the chief executive ever since the insurrection. However, the second commune was not uniform in this policy. Numerous factions arose each other with their own idea of which path France should take. As the time for revenge against Germany and the world revolution closes in, CGT elections of 1936 is said to be very important. It was so important, in fact, that none of the four factions could acquire a majority. Much like before the election, the coalition must be found, but how will this change the shape of the Commune's politics? Only the men in CSP itself know. Interesting. Okay. We do need a little bit of tungsten to start efficient artillery production, so let's trade with Portugal and let's wait. Just wait. We're not getting as much experience as I hoped. Also, I do need to rename those divisions. It's not that important, it will just stand clear and we'll win. Black Monday hits Bulgaria. Almost a month ago, the Berlin Stock Exchange plunged into the bottomless depths, throwing the economy of the German Empire into an unprecedented crisis. Now, the crutch shock wave have reached the Tsardom of Bulgaria. German and Austrian-owned campaigns have closed down or laid off their workers. The Bulgarian lev is losing value, and resources exports are shaking. Our own exports-oriented economy is on the verge of collapse. Intervene to aid the economic recovery. Black Monday crush. Oh my. Yeah, we're gonna rush to get rid of that. The 3rd of March marks the Liberation Day. When years ago, the Treaty of San Stefano, we won the independence from the Ottoman Turks. The whole country celebrates the streets of Sofia, filled with waving flags. God with us. Well, I'd say this is a good start. Nothing has happened yet. Okay, that's some political power. We need to use that as soon as possible. What do we have? I would like to get rid of this guy. What can you give me? Division organization. Consumer goods factories. Oh my. Local resources, manpower, factories. Paternal autocrat. National populists. Are you the leader of all the parties? Valkusevov. Clement Battenberg. The Arthurian Democrats. Isn't it the same? Anyway, let's see. What should we choose then? How about we choose someone here? This guy needs to go away. Is there anyone who can give me something interesting? School of Defense, we might use you. Hello, recruitable population. I don't know, we'll see. Head of Military Intelligence. How about you, Head of Military Intelligence? Oh, okay, this guy gives you political power. I'm gonna choose him right now. We need political power. And all we need to do now is wait. The world shall fear me. The First International Congress. Representatives from the numerous syndicalist and socialist nations have gathered in Paris today in what might be the defining moment in the history of the ideology. The French Commune has invited numerous countries to first official gathering of the members of the Third Internationale to discuss politics, foreign matters, and cooperate on spreading socialism further. The French opened the intellectual... Opened the Internationale with a powerful parade, festivities in Paris. And finally, a speech by the chairman of the CSP. Topics like Spain, the United States, the world economic crisis are at the top priority, and it's expected that France and Britain will take initiative in gathering. Okay. A political scandal. The eccentric, outspoken former Tzar Ferdinand has complained that his already considerable pensions are insufficient for a man of his stature. Prime Minister Filov refused Ferdinand's demand outright, claiming that such extravagance was tasteless in countries suffering from economic depression. Tsar Boris has the ungrateful task of choosing between his father and the Prime Minister. Who will the Tsar support? Consumer goods factories 5%. That doesn't sound like a good idea to me. That's a lot of power. Oh my. Okay, stability. What will happen for low stability? Minus 50. Okay, we're gonna wait until this goes away. 74. Yeah, it will actually suffice. I mean, it's 30 days usually for events, so we're gonna wait and we're gonna choose this. Then we're gonna wait again. And let's hope this is not gonna crush everything. We'll get Filov's choice. I bet this event will cost political power as well. Oh, look at that! The Russian Republic declares war on the Soviet Union. Mere 20 years... Damn it. Near 20 years ago, in the last year of the Valkyrie, the Russian Empire collapsed in turmoil, ripped apart between nationalist movement in the Whites and the Reds. After German intervention, the Republican government defeated the Bolsheviks, but it appears that Russia's revolutionary spirit was not extinguished. After ineffective land reform by Kerensky government and the Austrian measures to pay off the Brest-Litovsk reparations, as well as a crisis in the government after the president's assassination, the cities in the western part of the nation have been engulfed with a red tide once more. Will Bukharin's Soviet Russia prevail? Will the lowest of the whites? Okay. the White's government defend the dissenters a second time. I don't know what happened. I mean, we should have gotten something here. Yes, there's field of choice, 60. It's still less political power, so we're just gonna wait a little bit. Yeah, actually, we don't need to wait anymore. There you go. The Russian Republic declared war on Finland. Why would you do that? Okay, the world is going to chaos, I guess. Let's switch your color, I think. How about red? To signify our fast movement. Finish research and equipped our men. They are equipped. Annie Kenny elected as chairman of the TUC. The 1936 Trade Union Congress of the Union of Britain has made out. Just a sec. Okay. Okay, let's read this one first then. The revitalization of Otania. The Treaty of Bucharest of 1918 officially ended the Weltkrieg for the Romanians. But at a high cost, the nation was now dominated by German and Austrian industries. Orletia was demilitarized and oil fields were released to Germany up to the distant year of 2012. Yeah, distant. Okay. The humiliation Romania endured resulted in its developing into a national populist dictatorship led by the conductor Cornelius Conranu. Corneliu and his Iron Guard set out to restore Romania to what they say should have been the titan of the Balkans. The first major move conducted by the conductor is the romanticization of Otania, a strategic region in Wallachia with large oil reserves and military industries. The world is changing. Yeah, that actually affects us a little bit. So, let's take a look, shall we? This woman. Yeah, she looks like a psychopath. The 1936 Trade Union Congress in the Union of Britain was made out to be decisive. Long-time chairman of the TUC, Philip Snowden, declared his resignation, causing the four major factions in the Union, Maximilian authorists, Federationists, and Congressionists, to butt head over the position. And as the dust settled, Annie Kenney, the leader of the Congress, was elected as the new chairman of the Chairwoman. In this case, chairwoman. Okay, in this case, Kenny is one of the only few female leaders of the planet, and her ideology and radical feminist and legitimate approach fit the situation. Interesting. Good, good. Lovely. Nice. We actually get BIOS for some people. Yeah. Okay, let's leave that. Next, we are going to go with Black Monday weekends. Next, here. Well, you're ready. We should go with this immediately. We need strong military. We need to crush all opposition towards our Tsar. 230 days for this. Good. Oh man, so yes, it did hit us actually. Tsar's pensions. Oh man. Okay, revolution in Siam. Yesterday, a successful revolution was achieved in Siam by clique of officers in the intelligence who call themselves Kana Rasdon, People's Party. The heir of the throne of the chief of police were placed under arrest, and the king, who was not in Bangkok when coup was carried out, returned to the capital and accepted the vote accompli. I don't know what that means. The present upheaval in Siam is evidently a political expression of the Malaysia produced in the pressure of the economic crisis, as they tried to move themselves from the absolute monarchy towards self-government after securing the parliamentary constitution, whatever if the provincial government set up by themselves will prosper or devolved into a dictatorship is still up in the air. This ladies and gentlemen, is the Kaiserreich mode. By my opinion, the best mod for Hatsubayan, and the only reason you should play this game. Right, so you are still training. We need to get 15. Oh man, that's gonna take a while. So, Wilhelm II. The United Duchies declare war on Estonia. Hello. Ah, the Pope died. And Latvia. I could send volunteers here. Hey, look at that, the leader of Ukraine. Yeah, I always imagined him like that. Russia's gonna fall. Okay, the death of Pius IX. Actually, the 11th, sorry. All of Italian Federation mourns the death of His Holiness Pope Pius XI, who passed away in his sleep after having been in declining health for the past several years. Then you can't claim it was a surprise. The Holy Father will soon be interred with the rest of the predecessors in the tomb of the popes, until the next pope can be chosen. What will happen to him then? Yes, I do have a YouTube. Okay, where was I? Will soon be interred with the rest of the predecessors in the tomb of popes. The Italian Federation will be ruled by a college of cardinals in Rome. Succession of His Holiness is made all the more important due to the Catholic Church's role in governing the nation, as well as its vehement opposition to syndicalism, a force which has divided Italy and created a southern backward republic. It's the same one, just a second, I'm gonna post a link. Yeah. Tell me if that works, actually, I'm not very sure. Now, 1,344 days. It's gonna take a while. Okay, we're waiting. We're still waiting. Ah, there you go. Our new air wings are ready. 10 days? Oh no. 10 days of production. Okay, what about you? Let's go on construction now. We're just gonna construct the first one. We don't need to build it in a day. The Arab Congress, the Arab Revolution in Valkyrie was a failure, most due to the defeat of the Entente and the millenniums of Arabs. Ooh, really? Well, I guess the Pope is now a king. Well, he's not a Pope. Right. Mostly due to the defeat of the Entente, and the millions of Arabs living in the Levant and Iraq stayed under the Ottoman rule. Despite this, though, the Arab nationalism has been on the rise for many years, and it has finally culminated in the beginning of the Arab Congress in Cairo. Representatives from the numerous Arabic nations were greeted with a spectacular performance by Egyptian dancers and the artillery salute, and the negotiations began. Experts predict the Egyptian and the Hashemite Arabia will lead the Congress, a Congress where bitterness towards the Ottomans and sometimes even discussions of the United Arab Axis against the Turks can flow freely. I wonder where this will lead. The Italian monarchy. Oh, it's a Halloween picture. You see, everyone has something like that. Well, not everyone, most of them. Like the headless horseman over there. Okay, so that's the spirit of Christmas past, in case you're wondering. The upcoming papal conclave to replace Pope Pius XI was interrupted by a claim placed in the Italian throne by the Austrian government on behalf of Joseph von Osternbach Toscana, Grand Duke of Tuscany, and the Archduke of Austria, and College of Cardinals in Rome recently elected a new pope, Julius IV, renowned as a powerful political player, the new pope agreed to crown Joseph as King Giuseppe I, restoring a monarchy in the ended in 1920 following the Italian defeat in the Weltkrieg. There was only one condition: that Italy remains independent of Austrian control, despite Austria's clear intention of installing him as a puppet. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna save you from the communists or syndicalists or whatever they are called right now. Okay, it's 11, just a few more experience points and we can stop draining some equipment for those. I don't even know how to code them. They're not even trying to progress. Yeah, we're gonna disband those horse divisions. Also, we are gonna rename this division, because why the hell not, right? But those two need to go away once we reach 15. Ah, the King of Poland. Let's take a look. Oh, he doesn't have a beautiful picture. That's sad. Come to think of it, why doesn't Sweden have one new picture? This guy looks fine. For almost 2 decades, the Polish throne has remained empty. After the end of the Weltkrieg, the Regency Council was convened to elect the new Polish king. However, constant interference and ineptitude has prevented the council from electing a king for all these years. But now, after many weeks of intense debate inside the chambers of the Polish Regency Council, the decision has finally been made to elect a new monarch to the long vacant Polish throne. JKM Friedrich Christian Saski. I don't know. Why this guy? Can't Sikorsky take the lead? Was held in the Palace of Versailles early in the morning and has been followed by parades and celebrations throughout the nation. It remains to be seen whether the new king can negate the small Polish nation throughout the coming storms. The regency is over. Finally. Okay, we do have a few more experience points to gain. Then we must focus on this. Also, their experience will plummet once we switch the divisions to something a little bit better. Hello, we actually have some divisions here. You, start training right now. I want you there. Well, at least our political power is rising. Hey, look at that. Italian majority. Yes, I will also vote for this guy because he's amazing. The 5th Congress of the Greater Italian Union, known to the rest of the world as the Syndicalist Republic of Italy, ascended with the National Syndicalist Party of Italy led by Benito Mussolini. Yeah, sure, that looks exactly like him. Achieving a majority of seats in the government. I want to see how Göring looks, actually. Nice. He looks like Raziel. Okay. Benito Mussolini achieving a majority of seats in the government. The charge of a regime marks the turn of the Republic towards more hardline and militaristic stance. Yeah, you don't know Mussolini as I do. Particularly towards the Republic's enemy in the Kingdom of Italy, who have already elected a department with alarms. Okay, interesting, I'd say, but we don't know what to do now. Okay, Mussolini, lead us into glory. Well, the Axis are normal people. Wow, this one looks amazing. Pyotr Krasnov. Rise of the Mongol Empire. News and reliable sources of them are scarce in the vast plains of the Mongolia. Okay, I was gonna say of the Mongolian desert or something, but whatever. But it has recently come to light that the Mad Baron of Mongolia, Roman Ungern von Steffenberg, has risen to the new heights and declared himself to be the successor of Genghis Khan, apparently named Ugan Khan. It is now known that the change will entail through the Mongolian army has already defeated the Markling, and von Steffenberg has declared his right to reign over all Mongolians numerous times before. Experts deny the possibility that the Mongolians could pose a threat to the established powers in the Far East, but the fresh Khan's ambition can only grow higher. Are you at war with someone? No, but you have puppeted those guys. I think you will integrate them sooner or later. Just one more. There you go. You can stop now. You too. You are fired. Adding 2 more people here. Oops. There you go. We are not going to add the artillery right now. How many days before this is done? 100 days. Okay, that's been done before the Congress is even completed. 800 days for this. This is going to be a little bit more problematic. Hey, look at that. A superior firepower. This gives you organization, and this gives you defense. We need to reach that before, you know, the Great Wars start. Germany, some more steel, please. We're dependent on you. Welcome back. Riots and protests in Rangoon University. Okay, this dissatisfaction with the lack of popular involvement in the government has sparked some of the greatest demonstrations in Burma since their own independence in 1926. Streaming from the great and prestigious Rangoon University, radicalists, leftist students have occupied several administrative buildings and held rallies denouncing the monarchy and its feudal backers as being corrupt and detrimental to the welfare of the nation. Still, the demonstrators have managed to garner the support of the industrial workers and rural farmers, restricting the burden movement to the Burmese intelligentsia. Let's follow these developments. Go. So, yeah, Mussolini is still strong, I see. Fund heavy industry. Okay. New president of the United States of America. Let's take a look. Completely normal. Disappointing. Despite the massive instability and rampant of the nations ever since the Great Depression in 1925, the presidential elections went forward, and the voting results are clear. The Republican candidate, Charles Curtis, is the 32nd President of the United States. Despite his advanced age, Curtis mustered the health to run for president in the tough times of America and to perform his focus on negotiation and reconciliation with the CSA and the AFP. He has already opened talks with them, but can he really satisfy 2 opposing militaries at once? We'll see. Oh, wait a second. You know, I'm going to wait for this guy. I actually do need a little bit more population. Declared war on Transmoor. Why? Anyway, next artillery. We need strong artillery if we're going to defend against the Romanians and their Iron Guard, and the Serbians and their people. Mongolian Khanate declared war on Tibet. We'll see how this goes. Okay, that's almost done. In 30 days we'll have enough artillery and we can actually add one more over here. But we won't. Next, let's go to industry. More industry, please. That's 2 military factories. Yeah, that will work. We need 3 divisions on the Greek border. As we know, Greeks are not very good at offensive wars. Or are they? I don't know. New commander? Oh, great. Sava Nikolaev. Okay, you'll be the new admiral of this army, fleet. And you have no picture. Why couldn't you just make him a pumpkin like, I don't know, this guy? No, it was this guy. Yeah. That would have worked. We need you here. And I want a planning bonus to Belgrade. This is done. Good. Next, improve machine tools. Can't wait to see how the king looks. I mean, they are gonna elect a king, right? We'll see. Oh, it's still unknown. Ah, finally. Okay, let's get that manpower. 46 people, 1,000 people. Yeah, good work on pacifying the syndicalists and the nationalists, man. Hope you're happy with yourself. Huey Long, the Burger King. Can't wait to see how this one looks. It's a literal bear. The Second American Civil War. To uneducated foreigners, it might seem like the crisis in the United States happened out of nowhere, but experts agree that was a civil war years in the making. Ever since the collapse of the New York Stock Exchange in 1925, the economy of the United States has been in constant downturn. Now the United States has developed into a three-way civil war between the loyalists of the old government, the syndicalist combined syndicalists of America, and conservative xenophobic American Union states. There have already been reports of the arriving volunteers from Europe to fight for the faction of their liking. The Second American Civil War might just be the first of the many battlefields between the great powers of the world in this tough time for humanity. Troublesome development. Well, it took them less time than this civil war to fire. Hungary declared war on Iliavi. Why would you do that? A generic portrait here. You do realize that both Hungary and Austria have the same head of government. Anyway, there's a third one. Okay guys, over here. The rest of you I want over there. And well, we just need to wait. Also, we need more air wings here. 200 planes, thank you very much. Democracy prevails in the Philippines. Ooh, good for the Philippines. Yeah, I don't think this guy changed his portrait. Having just achieved independence from the United States, the Philippines faced today perhaps one of the most serious challenges any new country could face. Inspired the combined syndicalists of America and the Bahian Commune, disgruntled army of officers marched on Manila to support rebelling peasants and workers. Luckily, their attempts was quickly thrown as lawless unite under the army reaffirmed their support for the intervene. I need to find my glasses, just a sec. Okay, I'm back. So, luckily, the attempts was quickly thwarted as the loyalists united the army, reaffirmed their support for their intervened in favor of the legitimate democratic Filipino government, and drove rebellious army out of the capital ending the threat of syndicalist coup before it could even hatch. The United States taught them well. Did they though? Okay, we're just gonna wait here. Simply wait. 360 days. I think we... Wait a sec. Yeah, we need more rifles. So you're going down with one factory, you're going up with one factory, and we're gonna leave it like that for now. $320 days. 320 days. Will that be enough? It will be enough once we conquer Romania. There you go. Reform the economy. Let's go with this. Okay, how much artillery would we need? Ah, Serbia became a republic. 500 more. Okay, Liberation Day. Here's a little bit of political power. Thank you very much. One of Serbia's most patriotic justices. Okay. Since the end of the Austrian occupation during the 1920s, Serbia has officially been kingdom. They never dared to crown a king. They were forced to keep the low profile in the light of further Austrian aggression, owing to mounting intense pressure against the representative regime. Petar Bojovic, the regent of Serbia, for almost 2 decades, has voluntarily stepped down. Slobodan Jovanovic is now the first president of the Serbian Republic, acting as such until the election can be held. Democracy on the Balkans. That's new. Is it? Wait. Is that a king? Yeah. Okay, it is new. What about the democracy here? Where is Zog? Anyway, we need to prepare. Simply wait here for them to come to us. We'll crush them, and then... Well, then that's gonna be it. Thank you, Darksaber, for the host. Always appreciate you, my friend.